Really going there, but let me just say, you see, in that previous lecture, we were talking about the whole concept of the River Nile and everything. It's very important to know where the Blue Nile meets the White Nile is the area known as Khartoum. Now, when you read books like one of the books there from Anthony Browder, the name Nile is in it. Anthony Browder, but even the Browder files, it shows you specifically of a statue with a man wearing a turban, having a stick in his hand like a seven, and a hawk on the boat, and they're going up the River Nile. He refers to this carving as the oldest carving known. Now this oldest carving known or drawing was found in Nubia, modern day Khartoum. The oldest drawing was found in Khartoum. That's why these drawings today, they call them cartoons. Dyslexia, you know. So it's just like almost everything else. They've taken the 9 and turned it around and given you a 6. So this is why now, as I said, we touched the Folly Daze, we touched the fairy tale. Before we go, we still have to take a quick look at Mother Goose. It ain't gonna take me 3 minutes. Can't just make Mother Goose get away. She's been getting away for too long. Me and the brethren, we were talking about the 9th ether the other day, my brother. The 9th ether is the here. The lock within the here. You know, they have a thing there, sometimes you read in some of the dictionaries, you look for the word lock. They tell you the lock is one strand of hair. Okay, yeah. Samson had 7 locks. Now if a lock is a strand of hair, and Samson had 7 locks, Samson had locks. Let's not try to run from the point. He had locks, what we call locks. That's why now what we call African, ancient Ethiopian people, according to anthropology, we have the lock, the hair that locks. That's why it's so simple of it to lock. Really, other individuals' hair doesn't really lock. You have to stick it together to get what people call locks, while our hair naturally lock. Good. Now that barbar black sheep thing, have you any wool? That's the lock of the hair. Barbar black sheep, only black sheep really have the wool. Yes sir, 3 bags full. Because it's wool. That's why the Bible says his hair was like wool. Wool, Mary and her little lamb, fleet was white as snow, but it's wool. You know who Mary is and you know who the lamb is, you know the story. Good. Now, but the black sheep now, here's the mistake. Barbar black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for who? 1 for the master. You don't know who that is. Your master. 1 for the Daze, which is supposed to be the feminine version of a sir, somebody that the queen knights. And 1 for the little boy that lives down the lane. So obviously you have 3 individuals that you have to, you know, make sure that you're keeping well groomed and clean for. Barbar black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, I have wool, but they're in the bag. Now, listen to this ancient science. Barbar black sheep. Barbar black sheep, you know. Just next door here. Barbar black sheep. You didn't catch it yet? Barbar. It's right there in the nursery crime, you know. Barbar black sheep, barbar. Have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. And it's right there, we sing it and you know it's a jolly thing. Nursery crime, Mother Goose. Now even Mother Goose even defiled her own family. Mother Goose have an uncle named Goosey Gander. Now Goosey Gander is one individual, wherein naturally a goose and a gander are 2 genders. A goose is feminine. Back to the Winnie the Pooh and Big Bird thing again, you know. And Snuffleupagus. The same kind of mentality. Goosey gander. Where shall I wander? A goose is feminine and a gander is masculine. And one individual highlighting this nursery crime, Goosey gander, asking where shall I wander? He's wondering where? Upstairs or downstairs? Not even sure. In a lady's chamber. Now you see, all of these things, as I say, our children are trees. And when we keep repeating these things to them and teaching them to sing these things are going to get caught and stuck in this subliminal message. All the 150,000 troops they had in Iraq, I'm sure every one of them used to watch G.I. Joe. Every last one, because that's a part of it, you know. Exactly. So now, there's a next one, I mean, down to the way we eat, you know. Old MacDonald had a farm. Anybody here ever been on Old MacDonald's farm? You ever pick up a lettuce or a carrot or pick a tomato off of the vine? Oink oink and chick chick. It's just, what kind of farm is that? And we have been saying that for years, and now we come to live to see they have pharmacies. P and H, yeah, but it's still F. P and H, all of this is why we have dyslexia. P and H becomes F. If you look at the word laugh, I mean, we're going to all kind of subjects here, you know. Laugh, you hear the sound of the F, but there's no F in laugh. I didn't want to repeat that there. And there's no F in cough neither. There's not even a P and H. There's G and H. Since when G and H becomes F? You better take time and look at these things, you know. Dyslexia, and this is why we work with it and we talk about hooked and phonics, when phonics itself doesn't even go with the F sound. P and H is not F. From the time you begin, it's wrong. Hooked and phonics, you see. So, I mean, just the word sound and the whole concept of our children again. I think I'm going to leave you with this one here. Differently than Old MacDonald and trying to put away the ancient way of eating. There's a little nursery rhyme that we sing to our children. I think I'm going to seal with that one. Which is very, I mean, it's simple, you know. I don't have to even repeat it twice. Even all you have to do is just say it to yourself slowly, and you could really figure out the evil, wicked intentions behind of it. Rockabye baby on a treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough break, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. So if you're going to take your little newborn, you know, and more rockabye baby on the treetop, and you're singing these words with meaning, sending this baby, him or her, to sleep. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. If you even try to imagine that, you can see how horrible and sick that is. And someone literally sat behind the table and took time under the deadness of night and an oil lamp to write that so we could sing in this 21st century to our little kids. Rockabye baby, and when it falls, we train out the baby. I purposely said kids. We train out the baby with the bath water and the bath, you see. So, this is why now, I said this about a million times but in sealing, we could start from where we began. We didn't begin with bringing the on his pants. We began with an ancient African scientific book that had to do with the movements of the stars and the motions and all the symbolism of the Orion and the Milky Way and the River Nile. A book that was lost to a nation of people who, when they found the book, translated it into their language, and some of their own people stole it from them, and they created an organization that has spread off to be the organizations that run the world today. And these organizations that run the world today, from We Make the News to We Make the Weather, is the same people that give you a curriculum in your school, that give you what you watch on television. They're the same people that give you your food to eat. From the secret societies right in front of your living room and your dining room. They tell you how you're going to die, you know. Your living room is where you're watching this, and your dining room is where you're dying. You die you eat and you die because you're dining. Living and dying, they put it together. It ain't no joke, it's yin and yang. So give thanks, my brothers and sisters. I mean, I can talk forever and ever. I give thanks to your patience, listening and wrap over attention. That is my little rendition on fairy tale, Folly, Daze, and Nursery. And thank you, Hon.Priest Isaac, for the presentation. Before people leave, we want to just pass a bag around at it, because the brother Priest Isaac has I wouldn't say dedicated, has livicated his life to the upliftment of our consciousness, and we want to be able to show our appreciation to the brother for the work that he's doing, not just here but traveling extensively, spreading
knowledge, lectures, history. So we're gonna pass something around for the brother. As well, remember the lecture on Sunday. The heavens declare the glory of God.
There will be admission for that one.
And that one will have, I'll actually have us by the sea, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Well, the admission is $10, but as always, tell a friend and don't be afraid to come if you don't have the $10. But I trust you all, and I know if you have it, you'll come with it. Children are always free. Children don't pay to come to anything. That Sunday, I'm looking forward to see everyone come to that event.